And it's that time again. Faithletic, the podcast, coming to you from live inside the beautiful Faithletic Sports Palace Studio A. It's Thursday night again at 8 p.m.
Yes, it is. We back. And we back.
And we are here,
back.
living and live and in color. Uh-oh,
Yeah,
we got whole kinds of sound going on
it's
here.
Me.
Whole kinds of
me.
sound.
It's totes me.
So,
it's my fault.
Another week.
Unprofessional.
Oh, you're good. Like we're keeping count here. You're fired.
You're fired. All right. That's all right.
You're not fired. You're not fired. You're just fired.
Not the first time I've been fired.
So, I had an employer at one time.
I guess I haven't been.
That I won't.
Just fake fired.
I've kind of been fake fired several times.
Yeah.
I had an employer one time. I won't mention any names, but he would go like, you know what? It's not going to work out. I don't know. I don't think you're going to make it. Well, okay. Well, now wait a minute. Now, you're not fired. You're just fired, which means that I'm going to go ahead and let you go home today. Come back tomorrow. I'm not going to pay you as much, but you still got a job.
What is that?
Now, I'm embellishing somewhat, but I'm not really.
So that's a suspension.
He kind of fired you so he wouldn't have to pay you as much.
He gave you detention.
Something like that.
I guess. I don't know.
So we had a common thing around there. Like, well, you're not fired. You're just fired.
You're just fired.
You're just fired.
It's all, you got to put the right emphasis on the
You got to put it on the fired.
Yeah.
So how are you, Casey?
So good.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Everything is great.
Another week of no sports.
Yeah, so this has been Faithletic, the podcast. We'll see you next week.
This is all we got to talk
This is
about.
all we got. Yeah, man, it's been a good week. It's been, it's starting to wear like on all of us. I know for sure. Like, I know for a fact we're all like zoomed out. Like, I don't want to go.
Out.
I don't want to have another Zoom meeting.
I'm zoomed out too.
Like, I don't like.
Could we have to Zoom it again?
Nice. I just can't do Zoom meetings anymore.
It's getting kind of old. It was
Just
great. It's
little
great
bit.
to have, and I think it was it was appropriated at the right time. But it's time to, just have a phone call or something. I don't know.
It is interesting the way that I don't know. It's like the way things are happening. It's like NASCAR is going to be here this Sunday for real NASCAR.
Well, but they're not having anybody in the
no
stands.
fans.
Yeah.
No fans. But that's okay. I'm okay with it. Just
no virtual.
Yeah, golf is going to happen here soon.
Golf.
I do.
Hey, you know what I did yesterday?
Golfed.
I hit a couple of balls yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you go to the Top Golf?
No. I went to a real golf course.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you do that with your hip?
Yes, I can. Just got to be careful I don't do it too many times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Gotcha. I was worried for a second.
And in fact, the first one I hit just about made everybody quit. Like, I didn't know you could hit the ball like that. I said, well, that's probably as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, that's done. We're done here.
Par 3 took me 5 because I can't putt. But I was on the green in 2.
The short game matters, man.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, that was not a slight either.
But I connected.
You did?
I connected.
Nice.
So
I have not golfed yet. I would like to golf soon.
Well, you have to go. I don't have any clubs.
I'm a lefty.
Oh,
fun fact.
Well, that won't work.
Sorry, man.
Well, I could borrow some. Maybe I'll have to go play around.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I am ready. Although it is Oklahoma, like you can't figure out what the weather is around here right
it's true.
now. Just wait 5 minutes and it might change. So
well, it was kind of like, what the heck is going on with our video?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
That was
we were
weird.
out of focus for a second.
Just a second.
For just
that
a second.
was not done intentionally. Everybody thought that was really cool what we did there. We didn't do it.
Yeah. You haven't seen that before.
No.
I haven't either.
Is it?
Was I moving around too much?
I don't think
What's
so.
happening?
I don't really know what was
think
going
so either.
on. So anyway, we were struggling a little bit to kind of figure out what we were going to do tonight. And, last week we talked about the NFL schedule coming out, and we kind of reviewed that.
Yes, we did.
Way too soon NFL predictions. Did we talk about the uniform changes last week at all? Did we talk about that?
We
off the
haven't
air,
talked
on the
about
air?
that much, but no, we haven't talked about it at all.
I thought that would be an interesting
So-
topic, but I couldn't remember if we'd already discussed it or not.
So, okay, and it's going to be hard to do without, like, sharing online.
Yeah.
But you had the Falcons change.
The
Their
Falcons,
uniforms?
yeah, they did.
You had the Rams change their uniforms, which those that came out last night, and you had the Buccaneers change their uniforms.
Thankfully.
And you had the Patriots change their uniforms just a tad, just a touch, to make them look more like high school uniforms.
Again.
Hey, Peyton Means. Peyton Means just hopped on here.
Hey, Peyton.
Becky Benedict is watching us.
I heard the Chiefs
well.
changed theirs too. They wanted yellow helmets.
They didn't. That's not good. Never happened. Stop it.
Yellow helmets, yellow pants, and
Stop-
red jersey.
Stop. You stop that now. No.
And the gold is changing too.
Sometimes
it's like glitter gold.
our red is even like too.
Oh, the red pant, red helmet, red jersey thing.
Yeah, but just like if you're gonna wear like red like on a normal day, like the
kinda
Chiefs
crazy.
red is a little bit like
It's bright red.
Bright red.
It's bright red.
And so it doesn't go with a lot of things.
It's
if you're
kind of like
wearing-
that neon green that the Seahawks wear.
Yeah, like I need like almost like a faded red T-shirt if I'm gonna wear.
It when you turn
a
it on, it's like,
t-shirt.
oof.
Yeah,
that
it is.
hurts.
It is.
Kind of hurts
It
your
is.
eyes. Yeah.
Yep. So,
And then the Chargers changed theirs a little too.
they did that. I
Yeah.
forgot about that one. The Chargers actually, I think, made the best upgrade by going backwards
To the
to
Columbia blue.
the powder blue
it
as
looks
well.
so cool.
It's awesome.
They
the
did a
white
thing-
helmets with a number on it
Yep.
too is legit.
That's 70s Chargers uniforms basically. That was the early 70s stuff.
yeah.
And there was a thing maybe 10 years ago talked about uniforms past, present, and future or whatever, and the Chargers won that. The old powder blue white helmets.
They might be. I mean, they're
Yeah.
legit helmets
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So just uniforms in general. So I do like me a good uniform change. Falcons not so much though. I did not like the Falcons, and I really didn't like the Rams all that much either.
Yeah, that's going to be kind of hard to swallow because did you know they're the very first NFL team to have a logo style on their helmet? Very first.
No.
Ever. Yep.
That I did not know.
They had the little Rams. Yeah.
The white Ram
Yep,
helmet.
yep,
Yeah, that's cool.
That was the very first NFL team to actually have a, the last team to have a Ram, not to have a Ram, get to have a logo on their helmet?
The Dallas Cowboys.
No, the Browns.
The Browns. Oh yeah, duh.
What is that
I'm out.
exactly?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's so confusing.
They should put the helmet logo on the helmet, like Inception.
It's the only team that has the Invisible Man as their logo.
Is that right?
That was funny.
Yeah, you are funny. No, but it's like, golly.
Sometimes
I
I
need
can't.
help. I need help tonight. No, but like that would be so funny if you put the Browns logo, which is a helmet, of the helmet. And
Well,
would
it is a
just
helmet.
be-
That
it
is
would
a
just-
logo.
It just would be Inception. No, but if you put the helmet logo on their helmet, so that would be stupid.
Oh, put the helmet on the helmet?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's Inception.
Huh.
You ever seen that movie?
I have.
Yeah, it's one of the best movies.
It is a good movie. It's long.
It's a yeah, and it's
like
a
3
mind
hours
bender.
long. It is.
Yes,
Because you don't really know if you're in the dream or if you're in the dream. Or
people watching, tell us your best mind bender movie. What is it?
Bender movie.
I know Becky's watching, so Becky, tell us.
Mind
She
Bender
is
movie.
She is a movie person.
Huh.
Her family is. Tell us the best mind bender.
Mind Bender
movie.
movie. Interesting.
The Prestige.
Ooh.
Uh,
I've never seen it.
I don't know.
So our topics tonight, and of course, because we have an interactive audience, we are probably the only podcast on Facebook Live or anywhere else when we're live that actually has an interactive audience. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, I can tell you like this. You could literally control the show. You can tell us
Yes.
what you want to talk about. You can do all that yourself if you choose to do so.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want you to tell us what you want to talk about, which we have a couple things we're going to talk about.
Yep.
But when we talk about those, join in the conversation. Tom Dillard just joined us
Hey,
as well.
how about that?
A fellow Chiefs fan. We got a lot of Chiefs fans on tonight.
Well, they're all coming out of the
Peyton.
woodworks now.
Tom, myself, it's all happening. So we're gonna be we're dynasty.
And our
already.
topics can be swayed if enough people want to just because we have 2 tonight, but we could actually consolidate to 1 if we have something from our interactive audience that decides to interact.
Becky just wants to talk about Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, what?
Well, she's a Badgers fan. So
Becky, are you from Wisconsin?
She's up north there.
Up north there.
Yeah. She does love the Wisconsin Badgers though. Anyway, she was lobbying because I talked to her. Becky works with us.
Yes.
With me.
Yes.
And she said we need to talk. If you're going to talk about college football stadiums, you need to talk about the best college football traditions.
Wow.
And the one that she was talking about is one where they, in the third quarter, they played jump. And they, by House of Pain, and everybody's jumping around. You know what I'm talking about? Have you not seen that, dude?
I guess not.
It's
I mean, I know what the song is. I just never heard it.
Yeah, it is pretty solid.
They do that at Badgerville?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's great. It's great.
We'll have
Madison.
to do that.
Hold on. You keep talking, Dan.
Okay.
Keep talking. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
I'll show it to you live.
Okay. Yeah, do that. So our 2 topics tonight, which Kyle kind of alluded to it earlier, is we're going to talk about the top college football stadiums and we may go off that first. And then if we have ample time remaining, we're going to talk about the top 10 NFL defenses of all times.
Yes, we are.
And I pulled up what the Bleacher Report had, and I was kind of just to give me an idea because I have some in my head. And I really thought some of them kind of like, really? But there were a couple in there I thought, okay, I agree with those. There was like 5 I agreed with and 5 like, how far back are they going? Like the last 10 years? Because some of those on there I just, I thought they left a few out. But
you thought so, huh?
I kind of thought so.
I'm interested.
But I think it'll be an interesting topic for us to get into.
Here's Camp Randall Stadium.
Okay.
They're just jumping. They all just jump. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
I guess
especially during night games. It gets like pretty crazy. So anyway, there you go.
I think I missed all that these years.
Yeah, maybe you have.
I guess. Well, not maybe I have. I have.
You have.
Because I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, yeah. Tom says Notre Dame and Michigan. We'll get there. We're going to
get to the fact that Notre Dame and Michigan. So here's what I want from you. We're getting.
You just had a light go out. It's okay. They can still see our faces.
We got one out and one almost out.
Oh my gosh!
But I have a backup plan. If we go out, I have a backup plan.
Okay, great.
It was too bright in here anyway.
Yeah.
Because I can't never get the light adjusted right. I need a little white balance. But and there we go with our. That may be our issue with the
focus
going in and out because the lighting system keeps changing on
us. It's all right though.
So.
Becky did say that's how they keep warm during the
Wisconsin
So
games, I'll tell you my first Wisconsin story. So, some of you know I used to travel all over the country to do sporting events, particularly powerlifting championships. That's powerlifting, weightlifting. And drove in across the Wisconsin state line, and a friend of mine who was with me, actually we were coworkers, asked the gas station attendant, what does the weather get like this in the wintertime? What's it like in the wintertime around here? And he said one word. You know what he said?
Cold.
Cold.
It's just cold.
And it was the way he said it and the look on his face that scared me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
They're no joke. That's for sure.
And about 6 months later, I experienced cold.
Cold. And it doesn't, it is interesting because people will say once it gets to 105 around here, it's just hot.
Yeah. It's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. I think that is actually pretty true of when it's just cold.
It's cold.
It's just cold, and it hurts your bones. It's so cold.
So we had a 18-foot gooseneck trailer that we unloaded in the mornings to do a powerlifting meet, and it had been sitting outside for 12 hours in this Wisconsin cold. And I left my gloves back in the hotel room. And we're getting these weights, which are made out of iron, off the trailer. And I picked up the plate that had been sitting out in the Wisconsin. It was worse than that.
Frostbite.
It felt like that my whole body got jivered by an ice crystal. It hurt so bad.
So, oh man,
It took me a week to not feel that cold. That's how
that
cold
sounds
it was.
about right.
That was cold.
Yeah,
This is the coldest I've ever felt in my entire life.
This might be too much information, but as I would go walk across campus up in Indiana, it would be like 25 below zero with a wind chill some days, like on really bad days. Days that they thought they almost, would cancel school, but they didn't because you live on campus, so get over it.
Yep.
And literally your snot would freeze on the way to class. That's a real thing that Oklahomans are lucky enough that they don't have to face. Now, we have our own sorts of weather, and I think Oklahoma faces, like, out of everybody in the country, the most extreme weather.
It goes from one end to the other.
Yeah,
that's for
because
sure.
we do experience cold, like pretty, like that bone-chilling cold sometimes, especially when you get the wind. And then there's also those days where it feels like, the rain, and then you got the heat. It's just crazy. So yeah, your nose hurts. It's hairs freeze. It's real. Becky says that. It's wild. It is wild.
I felt
happens.
I felt that kind of cold before. That's for sure.
Yes.
I'm glad. That's why if I have a choice to go on vacation somewhere, it's never where it's cold or snowy.
Never, ever.
Ever. I don't want to go snowing, or snow skiing or ice fishing or none of that stuff.
Honestly, I have been enough snow in my life never to be to wish it again. Like, I like some snow. Like, that first day of snow is fun, and then I'm like, no, never. You don't have to do this anymore. So that's just one man's opinion. Anyway, so do you want to get into college football?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do our stadium thing today. So why don't do you think we could? You think we can browse through 10? Top 10?
I think that we could.
Because 5 just doesn't seem like enough.
I might have to really think about it, dig down deep, but not dig down too deep anyway. But yeah, I think we can do 10.
You think we do 10?
Yeah, I think we can do 10.
So do we want to rank them? Because I don't know if we've spent enough time on this yet. Is top 10, best 10, like we bring it up and say, hey, look, yes or no, and then we come up with 10, something like that?
Yeah, we could do that. Power ranking in the top 50 college football stadiums, thanks to Bleacher Report.
Yeah, power rankings, top 50 is a lot.
But I'm going down.
Go back to their top 15.
I'm going to the top 15.
Yeah, let's go that route.
Hey, I saw Boone Pickens Stadium here at
34.
34.
Yeah, that's probably
about right.
That's probably about right. I mean, if they ever sell it out, it'd probably be top 20.
Yeah, Arkansas Razorbacks.
I'm telling you, from someone who has been in that stadium before they went to 85,000, it's the craziest environment I've ever been in.
I believe it, Cotton Bowl.
I've never actually been to a game in the Cotton Bowl. I doubt it.
Okay.
I would say no.
Camp
Randall, there you go.
Stadium,
24th, Becky. 24th all time.
Bobby Dodd Stadium?
No,
Georgia
I wouldn't
Tech?
say top 10, no. So now we can go yes or no. How about that?
Okay, so do they belong in
top 10?
Would you put them in your top 10?
Okay.
Memorial Stadium, Oklahoma.
Let's put them on the list, but I'm not.
No, I'm not putting them on the list. No way. No way.
Where my pad is.
Okay, so let's think about this for a second, about that. And I know we're getting into controversial things right off the bat, especially with our Oklahoma audience, for sure. I think that, nobody fears going into Oklahoma. Yes, they do have a good record, but going into Oklahoma doesn't scare people like it does going into a Happy Valley or the Big House or Death Valley or Bryant-Denny Stadium. So I'm not putting OU on that list.
I would probably agree with you. The only thing I would say is they don't lose there very often.
They don't, but they're not loud.
You have to
it's not overwhelming when you go to.
But you kind of at least consider them because of their record there, wouldn't you say?
I won't. I won't. I can't. And
would you say that? Yeah.
It doesn't scare you.
Not really. You're right. No, you're right. But the only one that would slant me, and I'm not saying they're top 10. I'm saying they may deserve to be on the list of the honorable mention, perhaps.
I'm also thinking about traditions, when you go into that stadium, that are man, that is
you know what
really
the traditions they do have? Robbing teams.
Yes. Well, just like their namesake.
Yeah, they cheated.
They cheated.
All right, so let's a hard. You got a hard no. I'd say a maybe, but
yeah.
okay, say no. All right.
Okay. L.A. Memorial Coliseum. Is
Absolutely
USC.
not.
You're
No.
saying no.
No.
Hard no. Let's go. Iowa, number 20. It is
I would say
awesome.
no. I would say no.
Okay. I'm saying yes.
You know what?
Obvious
that one doesn't
reasons.
scare me.
But waving the best tradition in college football right now.
If they were any
waving
good,
after-
maybe. But
Hey, whoa. Whoa, hey, that
I'm
was
going no.
Okay, I'm going yes. Lane Stadium, Virginia Tech, I'd say no.
No.
Nope. Florida State, you're getting there.
Yeah, it's getting.
Texas.
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, so I would say Texas, yes.
Texas is on that list.
Okay, at least.
Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium.
All right, so we got one so far, definite.
Yes.
One definite.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Stanford Stadium.
Ooh.
Georgia.
Yeah.
No, I won't put them on there.
I don't think so. They don't really. We might be able to come up with 10. Bryant-Denny?
Bryant-Denny, yes, goes on my list.
Just because as good as they are.
Well, yeah, and they got some cool traditions as well.
Okay.
They
so
sing
we got
Alabama.
2 definite yeses right now,
Yes.
Texas and Alabama.
Jordan Hare Stadium, yes, for me. Whoa.
Yeah.
War Eagle.
I'm gonna
Hey.
I'm gonna put them on an outside looking in, but
Yeah.
we could come back to
War
it.
Eagle. I'm going for sure. I lost it. And then Nebraska.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Definitely. Although not lately.
But they still have the most sellouts consecutively in the history of college football, and there is still no end in sight because there's nothing to do in Nebraska.
I guess.
So there's that.
I don't know.
Memorial Stadium, Clemson.
They have a
Death
pretty
Valley.
cool tradition of that thing where they drive around the outside and come
Yes.
down that little hill. I'd say yes.
You're gonna go say yes to Death Valley. Mine's a maybe, but Kyle Field
Definitely.
is a definite yes.
Definitely yes.
Definite yes.
The
on that
loudest
list.
place on the planet.
Then the Aggie War Anthem too. Like there's
Yeah.
it's so good.
Okay.
Okay, so Autzen Stadium, Oregon. I'm gonna say no. It looks pretty though.
It definitely is a place to get robbed because Oklahoma got a taste their own medicine up there and something.
Yeah.
One year, I don't remember what year it was.
Army.
No.
Thank you for your service, but no. Neyland Stadium is a yes for me.
Tennessee?
Yes.
Well, if we say no, then our friend Baron Cage will disown
Barron's
us.
gonna be upset, but
Rose Bowl. No.
but for sure, no Rose Bowl. It's just Michigan
Yes.
Stadium. Yes, big house, for sure.
Okay.
And if they put the horseshoe ahead of this, I'm gonna be.
They already did. I can tell you that. It's
That
coming.
is stupid.
They may be number 1.
Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if the horseshoe's number 1. Notre Dame
Yes.
Stadium. You're
Wouldn't you say
saying
yes? Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so.
Tiger. Oh,
Notre Dame fans are a lot like Oklahoma fans. Personally, I've dealt with them
I've never.
a lot.
I've never been there.
Tiger Stadium.
Yes, LSU.
Heck yeah.
LSU. In fact, that would be close to my number 1.
Horseshoe.
There it is. Told you.
Okay.
Ohio State. It's the Ohio University.
Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, the Swamp, baby. For
no,
sure.
not number 2,
I was
though.
gonna put him number 1.
What?
I would put him number 1.
What?
Uh,
There's no way. No way. I don't
right.
agree. I don't
Beaver
agree.
Stadium, Happy Valley, number 1.
Oh.
Happy Valley for sure is up there, but I wouldn't put him number 1.
Okay, so Penn State.
Let's think about this. Let's really
and then
sort
what was the
this
one?
out.
What was that? Florida.
Yeah. Ben Hill Griffin.
Okay, so
Stadium.
here's who we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and Auburn 13 looking
Okay,
in. And
okay.
you said Iowa.
You're
Let's
not,
say 14.
You're not. Yeah, they don't have to be in this conversation.
So
I would put them 10 probably.
all right. So, was it okay? So let's do this one more time. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to start at the bottom and work up. You say yes or no, and we have to have unanimous.
Okay.
Okay. So Texas.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, I would say yes. Okay. Alabama.
Yes.
Okay. Nebraska.
Yes.
Okay. Can't read my own writing.
Clemson.
Clemson.
I'm gonna say outside looking in.
Okay, so let's put a scratch. Let's put a dot there. A&M.
Definitely.
Yeah. Texas. No, we already did that.
Wait, you got A&M.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah, for sure. But you're saying no. Why not?
I don't know, because they just hadn't been good in 20 years, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
Nebraska, Michigan.
Michigan. Yes, that's my number one.
Okay.
Truth be told, it's my number one.
Notre Dame.
I'm gonna say no.
Really?
Yeah, I'll say no. It doesn't scare me. Like,
so what was our list? What was the top 10 college football stadiums? There's hard pressed to find a more traditional replica of college football than Notre Dame Stadium.
But to me, it doesn't strike fear into me that I'm gonna have to go into Notre Dame and win. Like,
well,
it would, like the Big House.
Ask that of teams in the 90s when they had
or
LSU.
LSU right now is the scariest place to play to me.
I think that's number one.
Death Valley lately, like, it's been crazy.
All right, so
I might agree with you as well. It might be number one.
LSU.
Yeah,
so
I would say so too.
Ohio State.
Yeah, it belongs there, but it's not top. I don't like Ohio
Baker
State.
Mayfield doesn't think so.
No, I don't
Penn State.
I don't like either of those.
Penn State.
Yeah. Happy Valley.
And then Florida, and you definitely said yes.
I definitely say yes to Florida.
So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9. So the ones we left out were
I put Clemson back in then.
Okay. So there's your 10. So our 10, okay?
Tom.
Can we rank these?
You could. Tom Dillard says Blue Turf of Boise State.
Has to be definitely is one you don't want to look at for more than 5 minutes.
Well, nor to the geese that try to dive bomb it. So.
All right, so here we go. And our interactive audience needs to help us with this.
Let's see, Danny Moore's out there listening.
So
maybe.
So do we say, without question of doubt, LSU's number one?
I would say so.
I would too.
Right now, as of today, yes.
Okay, so out of the 9, what's the least one?
Probably Texas to me.
Okay, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so we could actually have a tournament. Well, we can't either because there's 10.
Right.
Have a tournament here.
Yeah, it would be great. Let's say. Okay, so what do we got?
We got. Let's scratch them off. So Texas is off the list, and LSU's off the list. So.
I would say. Michigan's number 2 in my book. Wouldn't you?
What happened to my list here? I hope we're still on.
Hello, James Oxt. Glad you're out here. We're still on.
Are you sure?
Don't worry.
That's weird.
Don't you worry.
Okay. Who do we have now at number 9?
I did number 2.
We did number 2? Who did we do?
I would say, personally, it would be, who did I just say?
Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan's number 2 to me.
Okay, I would probably agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would probably have Nebraska at number 9.
9, yeah, I'd agree. It ain't what it used to be. It used to be one of the most feared places.
Absolutely, but it hasn't been relevant in 10 years.
No, you're right.
Every
absolutely.
bit of it. All right, so we got rid of Michigan. We got rid of Nebraska. Let's say got rid of. They're not on our list anymore.
Yep.
They're in our ranking system. So who we have left now?
I'm going to say, for me,
number 3?
A&M.
Yeah, I agree.
I think A&M is awesome. They're my number 3.
They combine fear with tradition.
Yes, they do.
I mean, it's the best of both worlds.
And then probably consensus for both of us, since you're not so high on it, Florida would be your 8.
Okay, I'd go with that.
We're kind of going back and forth with ping pong in here.
And then, is Ohio State 7 then?
No, I'd say 4.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. And then I'd go Happy Valley 7. Clemson 5 for you. Death Valley.
Clemson. Alabama 6.
Yeah.
And who's left?
Who did we just say?
Penn State.
Penn State, Happy Valley. That's a good list right there.
Okay, so the Faithletic podcast top 10 college football stadiums rank as this, and we'll start from the bottom and work up.
So,
Number 10,
Yeah.
Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
Number 9,
Nebraska.
Cornhuskers. Number 8, Florida Gators.
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
with that.
Number 7, Penn State,
State.
Nittany Lions.
Happy Valley.
Number
whiteout.
6, Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yep.
Number 5,
Clemson.
Clemson Tigers. Death Valley.
Death Valley, Part 1.
B. And then Ohio State at 4.
Yeah.
Texas A&M at 3.
Kyle Field.
The Big House,
Number
Michigan.
2. Yep.
Number 2.
Number 2.
And the number 1 college football stadium in America, according to the Faithletic the podcast, is
We're going LSU.
LSU Tigers. Go Tigers!
Go Tigers.
The Tigers!
So here we go. David Kirk Roll says, I don't like OU and it is better than Michigan. False.
Yeah.
False.
Whatever.
And I've been in Nebraska also and it's better than Michigan. I am a
A&M.
huge Nebraska fan. Definitely. And I love Memorial Stadium. But
Kroll says
the Big House was
don't
my
like
favorite
OU
experience and
and
it's better than
ever
Michigan.
been
False.
at a college
Yeah.
football stadium.
False.
Whatever.
And I've been
oh,
to
that was David
Nebraska
Raleigh
also
that
when
said
it's
that.
better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Raleigh, got you.
I am a
Yeah, he's a big
huge
OU guy,
Nebraska
though.
fan.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and I love
His dad
Memorial
played there.
Stadium. Yeah.
His dad played there.
Kroll
I
says
the Big House was
don't
that's
like
just
the
to me
OU
personally.
and
Like
it's better
I
than
love the
Michigan.
Big
False.
House.
It is.
College
Yeah.
football stadium.
False.
Whatever.
And I've been
Oh,
to
that was David
Nebraska,
Raleigh
and
that said
I was
that.
Yeah,
wearing.
Raleigh, got you.
I
So
am a
Nebraska
Yeah, he's a big
fan.
OU guy.
when I
Yeah,
went. And I love
everybody
His
was
dad
saying,
played
now
there.
I love
His dad played there.
Kroll
I
says,
the
so
Big House
I
was
don't
that's
like
just
the
to me
OU
personally.
and
Like
it's
I
better than
love the
Michigan.
Big
False.
House.
It is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
And I've been
Oh,
to
that was David
Nebraska,
Raleigh
and
that said
I was
that.
wearing.
Are they
I am a
Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah,
whitest.
and I love
everybody
His
was
dad
saying,
played
now
there.
I love
His dad played there.
the
the
Big
Big
House
House
was
was
don't
that's
like
just
the
to
OU
me.
and
Well,
it's
they
better
have
than
that.
Michigan.
They have that.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh, that was David Raleigh that said
I was
that.
wearing.
Are they?
I am a
Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah,
whitest.
and I love.
Everybody
His dad played
Now, I
there.
love.
His dad played there.
I
says,
the Big House. I mean,
don't
that's
like
just
the
the
OU
big.
and
Well,
it's
they
better
have
than
that.
Michigan.
They have that.
Yeah.
I was.
Whatever. Oh, that was David Raleigh that
I
said
was.
that. Are they?
I am.
Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah,
whitest.
and I love.
Everybody
His dad played
Now, I
there.
love.
His dad played there.
I the Big House. I did both the big. Well, they have that. They have that.
Yeah.
I was.
Whatever. Oh, that was David Raleigh that said that. Are they? Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah,
whitest.
and I love.
His dad played
Now,
there.
I
His
love.
dad played there.
I the Big House. I did both the big. Well, they have
Well, the
that.
game of the century.
They have that.
Yeah.
I was.
Whatever. Oh, that was David Raleigh that said that. Are they? Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah, and I would say love.
His dad played there. His dad played there.
I did both the big. Well, they have
Well, the
that.
game of the century.
They have that.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the
Yeah, and I would say
probably last year, Dad's played since we never since well, the game of the century. Yeah. What? Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the probably last year, Dad's played since we never since probably the game of the century. Yeah. Based on oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah, he's a big OU. He likes one of the probably last year, Dad's played since we never since yeah. Based on oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah, he's a big OU. You kind of probably last year, Dad's played since we never since like 800 miles. Yeah. Based on oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah, he's a big OU. You kind of probably last year, Dad's played since we never since like 800 miles. Yeah. Based on 18. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah. LSU. So there's LSU, Texas A&M, Grand Place, since like 800 miles. 5 teams in the yeah. Based on 18. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's our thing. Yeah. LSU. So there's LSU, Texas A&M, Grand Place, since like 800 miles. 5 teams in the yeah. Based on 18. LSU, Texas A&M, Grambling, we got 5 teams in we got based on 8 teams. So, okay, so LSU, Texas A&M, Grambling, Best, okay, right. That's what I'm talking about. We got based on position. So, okay, so LSU, Texas A&M, Grambling, Best, okay, right. That's what I'm talking about. Auburn, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, Grambling, Best, okay, right. That's what I'm talking about. Auburn, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, Grambling, we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. LSU, Texas A&M, I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. So, okay, so right. So that was our top 10. I'm not saying this we got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. We got here inside the same state, Alabama, position, Florida, Georgia. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's go. So that was our top 10. Taylor. It's hard to. That's not Lawrence Taylor. It's hard to. That's not somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Lawrence Taylor. It's hard to. That's not somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Lawrence Taylor. It's hard to. That's not somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Lawrence Taylor. It's hard 69. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Lawrence Taylor. 69. Hard 69 is not they've actually lost that. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Lawrence Taylor. 69. Hard 69 is not they've actually lost that. Yes. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. Yes. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. Yes. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. Yes. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Maybe without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Maybe without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. Somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Maybe without a doubt. 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, somebody on that beach was probably Diane. No doubt. Maybe without a doubt. Probably 69. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Yes. Maybe without a doubt. Probably 69. And it's a tough one. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, somebody on that beach was probably Diane. Yes. Maybe without a doubt. Probably 69. And it's a tough one. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, somebody on that beach was probably Diane. 5 rings on down. Probably 69. And it's a tough one. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, how do you that 5 rings on down. Probably 69. And it's a tough one. So the difference is that roll down, I would say, they've actually lost it. So I would, somebody how do you that 5 rings on down. Probably 69. You were like 70-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. You were like 70-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. You were like 70-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. You were like 70-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. Came up about what? You were like 70-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. Came up about what? You were like 7-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. Just was. Came up about what? Maybe our connection you were like 7-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. Just was. Came up about what? It's almost like somebody was putting up on maybe our connection you were like 7-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. It's almost like it was. Came up about what? It's almost like somebody was putting up on maybe our connection you were like 7-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. It's almost like it was. Came up about what? It's almost like somebody was putting up on maybe our connection you were like 7-point deficit going to the Super Bowl. By the way, it's almost like somebody was putting up on so, hey, for all you interested in know that he's actually created. By the way, it's almost like somebody was putting up on so, hey, for all you interested in know that he's actually created. By the way, it's almost like somebody was putting up it's not true.
Yes, it is.
It's not true. By the way, well, it's not true. It's not true. By the way, It's not straight. It's not straight. By the way, it's the best ice cream place. Best in well, it's not straight. It's not straight. By the way, it's the best ice cream place. Best in well, it's not straight. It's not straight. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, it's not straight. It's not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, it's not straight. It's not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, it's not straight. It's not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, it's not straight. It's not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, maybe you're not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, maybe you're not straight. It is. By the way, you're seven best ice cream. I've heard that about you.
Sorry.
Well, maybe you're not straight. It is. By the way, you're best ice cream. I've heard that letter. Well, maybe you're sometimes trust me. He's trying. That's the best ice cream. Today or Thursday. I've heard that letter. Right at 7:10. Maybe you're sometimes trust me. He's trying. That's the best ice cream. Today or Thursday. I've heard that letter. Right at 7:10. Maybe you're sometimes trust me. He's trying. That's the best ice cream. Today or Thursday. I've heard that letter. Right at 7:10. Maybe you're sometimes trust me. He's trying. That's the best ice cream. Today or Thursday. I've heard that letter. Trust me. He's trying. That's the best. Today or Thursday. I've heard that Trust me. He's trying. That's the best. Today or Thursday. I've heard that Trust me. He's trying. That's the best. Today or Thursday. I've heard Trust me. He's trying. That's the best. Today or Thursday. I've heard Trust me. You have one job to do. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary for you penny, you're in charge of you have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary for you penny, subscribe. You have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary, John Mack, and then you scroll down on our subscribe. You have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary, John Mack, and then you scroll down on our subscribe. You have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary, and then you scroll down on our subscribe. You have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So anyway, what I was saying is, if we join us in the salary, and then you scroll down on our subscribe. My God, you have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So enjoy what I was saying is, if and then you scroll down and subscribe. My God, you have one job to do, channel. If that's the case. So enjoy what I was saying is, if and then anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. My God, Thursday. You have one job to do, channel. If that's great number. So enjoy what I was saying. Thanks for being here. This has been Faithletic Podcast. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. My God, Thursday. You have one job to do, channel. If that's great number. So enjoy what I was saying. Thanks for being here. This has been Faithletic Podcast. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. My God, Thursday. You have one job to do, channel. If that's great number. So enjoy what I was saying. Thanks for being here. This has been Faithletic Podcast. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. My God, Thursday. You have one job to do, channel. If that's great number. So enjoy what I was saying. Thanks for being here. This has been Faithletic Podcast. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight. My God, Thursday. You have one job to do, channel. If that's great